The globe was hard today, man. Ferdinand Magellan trying to navigate the Cape of Good Hope be like, the globe was hard today, man. Hey, when did, this is an honest question. When did they find out that the earth was round? No, when I say they, I mean like, when did the world's smartest person figure out that the earth is a globe? I'm not asking when like the plurality of the populace figured it out, because then the answer is probably like in the, I don't know, like the 17th century, and then it stopped again sometime around like 2021. There was speculation in ancient Greece. Really? They could tell because of the bend in the shadows? Nobody else is like willing to admit this. There were some smart motherfuckers back in the day, man. My ass definitely never would have thought of that. There still are? Yeah, we're so back, right? Lead apatite isomers are back on the table. Hey NL, why do room temperature superconductors matter? Because people who run big Substack newsletters tell me that they matter. I mean, you gotta acknowledge that what I just said was like half a joke, but also like, I just sort of like believe scientists, I guess, when the data is reproducible. I need like a scientist to come up with something incredible, and then I need like 20 other reputable scientists to be like, he's right, you know. And then I'm like, oh, I believe it. You can figure out the Earth is not flat by yourself, but to figure out it's a spheroid would be very tough. Honestly, it wouldn't have even dawned on me to question the status quo if I were in ancient Greece, quite frankly. We win these? Holy cow. Librarian, I hope you were watching that one. Like, I would have been in ancient Greece. Probably me and Aristophanes would have been best friends, just because I am also very smart. But I'm sure he would have been like, oh, doth Eros est racking my brain trying to figure out if the Earth is a spheroid. And I'd be like, brother, don't worry about all that stuff, okay? Who's got time for that? The Earth's flat, the Earth's a spheroid, it's a rectangle. Why don't we just head on down to the fora and buy some garum, play around on our abacuses a little bit, live life, okay? Drink some fortified wine. I don't know what they were doing back then. It's kind of funny to think that in many ways, streaming is like one of the oldest jobs on the planet. Because didn't there used to just be like people that would go into the middle of the forum and they would like stand on a box and be like, hey, come listen to me. King Agamemnon's a fool. King Agamemnon's a fool. Town crier? No, not that, because that's like the modern day newspaper, right? Or something. Ooh! What about a court jester? I'm just talking about like because a court jester, you got to be like appointed. That's like becoming like an anchor on the news. But like you could just walk into like the fora, right? Guy who just learned what the fora is. I'm going to go to the fora and just stand up and be, oh, I got 0 acolytes at the fora today. I look up to Diogenes. I grew up watching Diogenes. He got me through some hard times. Diogenes, do you have any advice for getting more acolytes? Diogenes, do you think it's helped you gain more acolytes to proselytize from an old wine barrel? Diogenes is like, I love it when NL's history pilled. I know several figures in history and their names. I know every handout in every town and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. NL's a modern day Herodotus. Please don't insult me. Maybe this isn't fair. I feel like give me a second to cook here. There's probably back in the day, if you knew knowing how to read or write must have been overpowered, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because you could, if you were like one of 4 motherfuckers in Thebes who could write something down, you could change the course of the earth just by writing some shit down that like pushed your values. That's the only thing that's going to survive for like centuries, millennia, etc., etc. Not if nobody could read it. Yeah, but you know, people figured it out, the whole reading thing eventually, or whatever. Allegedly. Basically, this is like a segue. I think they just made like a lot of that shit up. I don't trust any history. I don't think it ever happened. I think history is the world's first psyop. I don't think that motherfucker was coming back from Troy and a bunch of big-tittied mermaids were like, come play with us, come play with us. And he was like, no, lads, let's tie ourselves to the mast because we can't be seduced by the sign. I just don't see it going down like that, okay? I just don't see it going down like that, quite frankly, because we've seen videos. I've seen a video of an alien driving a forklift in Las Vegas. I've never seen a video of a big-titted mermaid being like, come play with us, except in mobile video game ads.